Israel News, coverage you can count on.
Civilians in Rafah are desperately seeking shelter or a way out after a warning from the Israeli military. An intense ground assault is expected soon in the southern Gaza city, where more than 1.4 million people are sheltering. NBC's Raf Sanchez reports from Tel Aviv.
Early this morning, the Israeli military began dropping leaflets over an area of eastern Rafah with a stark warning: get out. We are about to attack this area. This appears to be the first stages of Israel's long-threatened ground offensive against the city of Rafah, where more than 1 million Palestinian civilians are sheltering. The IDF says the area where it is currently ordering evacuations has about 100,000 Palestinian civilians in it, so it's not the entire city. But these people are being told to flee north and west to a so-called humanitarian zone along the Mediterranean coasts. Now, at this point, Israeli forces have not actually entered Gaza and begun heading towards Rafah, but the U.S., the UN, humanitarian groups have consistently said to Israel that a large-scale ground attack on the city of Rafah would be a disaster, not just in terms of the loss of innocent life, but also the disruption to the flow of humanitarian aid coming into Gaza. Now, this evacuation order comes at a critical moment in these ceasefire talks. CIA Director Bill Burns here in Israel today, after crisscrossing the Middle East over the last few days, trying to keep these talks on track. There did appear to be progress last week, but the two sides now deadlocked on a familiar issue: whether this deal is for a temporary ceasefire, which Israel wants, or whether this is a deal to end the war altogether, which is what Hamas wants. And trying to bridge the gap between those two positions is the key task for the CIA director and for other mediators right now. Raf Sanchez, NBC News, Tel Aviv.